Bonjour tout le monde. Hi everybody. I'm here in Quebec City now with hockey legends, Nordiques legends, Mark Kumpel, to present and give to him the book, Once Upon a Time, the Nordiques, 100 Players Remember. Of course, Mark is part of the book. I believe he's a very happy gentleman that now that he has my book, our book. Mark, your first thought about your time in Quebec City?
My time in Quebec City was phenomenal. I keep coming back. Well, I married a girl from Quebec City, and my wife Hélène, and I really enjoyed the city. And at that time, being a Boston boy and coming north, I didn't know what to expect. And the minute I said "s'il vous plaît" or "merci beaucoup," the city adopted me. I don't know a whole lot of French, but what I used when I
because
did
you
use
tried and
yes, it was amazing. I thought it was 90% French and 10% English, but as soon as you say that, it goes down to about 60-40. So
exactly,
but it's great. The people adopted me, and it was awesome.
Excellent. I believe the years 84, 85, they were quite some years for your personal career and personal life.
I was a little busy traveling the world. The year before, in 83, actually, I played for the U.S. national team, so I traveled the world, and very few people recognize the fact that the U.S. had done so poorly in 82. They had dropped and been relegated down, so we had to win the championship in 83 just to play in the Olympics, defend the gold medal. And I played on that team. Then I was had the honor of playing for my country in the 84 in Sarajevo. Like I said before, we didn't fool anybody after 1980. The
expectations were high after the classic miracle.
Very high, and I don't think the hockey world was going to let that happen twice. So we took it on the chin a little bit, but it was still an awesome time. And then I remember I signed my contract along with Mario Gosselin, the Canadian goalie. Then promptly got sent to the minors, but that was okay. I worked my way back, and I had a great bit of my career here in Quebec.
The interview I've made with Mark, you specify that during Christmas time in '84, you were recalled by the Nordiques, and you joined the line of Michel Goulet and Dale Hunter. To start as a rookie, it was quite a start.
Yeah, it was. What do you do? Oh my God! How did I end up on this line? I got drafted in I guess it was 79, 80, and I ended up going to the Boston Bruins games and watching Wally Ware fight Terry O'Reilly, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go play with these guys. But you persevere, you find a way, and then I got called up. I think I spent 5 months in the five months in a hotel, hoping that someday they'd tell me I could get an apartment, and that happened, and I bought a condo right down in the old city. It was fabulous, and loved the life, and things went pretty well for me for a while.
And then the playoff 1985, the first game at the Forum. Can you tell me one or two sentences about it?
One or two sentences? Well, first of all, playing on the Forum is crazy. That's
the rivalry.
Yeah, it's the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees rivalry.
Yeah.
That's how powerful that one was, and I just happened to be at the right time. And actually, Goop was a little slow giving me that pass. I was I tripped over the blue line, but when I
did
shot
you specify with Michel Goulet that he was too slow, or did you tell him?
No, I said thanks, Goop, good pass.
So it was. We're talking about the goal in overtime in '85.
Against Steve Penny in Montreal. So
it was we can say, being humble, but honestly, it was a key goal for the series. The first game of playoff is always important.
Yes, it was. And on their territory.
Exactly.
In the old Forum, and that was a big. It was a big blow. It was a big blow. But boy, that second game was tough.
Of course.
All 7 of them were tough, so it was great. I think we had 3 overtime games, if I remember right. In that series, it was well.
And you won the 3 games in overtime.
Correct.
Yeah, amazing. Two at the Forum, the first and the last.
Yeah, and
the Forum.
I remember that we played Game 6 here, and the organization was very kind, and they were offering, hey, you win at home, we'll give you some bonuses. We lost. But anyway, they really took good care of us after.
And someone the name of Peter Stachny scored a goal in overtime.
I can imagine that. It was just, you had a few of those.
A few of those. There we go. Was Peter Stachny the best player that you played with? As a teammate, or Howard Chuck and Winnipeg was?
Well, no. I would say Peter was the most complete player that I played with.
Okay.
All-around player, all-around human being. You know, obviously I played with some great players. Steve Eiserman and Dale Howardchuk and Michel Goulet. Dale Hunter is a guy that you definitely want on your team.
Yeah.
Paul Gillis is one of those pieces that built us an opportunity to go to the Stanley Cup. You know, it was a lot. It was great.
But Peter was Peter.
Peter was a consummate leader.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe he got into politics, and that makes perfect sense to me. But he was a leader on the ice, but more importantly, or as important, off the ice. He would come over if you're having a little bit of a struggle. He'd come over and talk to you and have a coffee with you in the morning and things like that. He was a true captain.
Okay, there we go. So what can I say? Well, I'm very happy, as I said, to present the book to Mark. Please, Mark, can you read to us what I just read?
Okay.
What I wrote to you, please.
To Mark Kumpel, for the passion, for the memories, OT goal in 85 forever. Happy reading, Pierre. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami.
Merci beaucoup, mon homme.